Okay, we lit it just like a fuse, so no need to pick and choose. Welcome to 2020, where we do more than interviews. The hottest beat coming through, jumping knowledge on all of you. Get a peek at the front of you with the truth that they offer you. Yeah, hands up, we doing it for the culture. To give artists and businesses more exposure. Keeping it real and stay solid just like a boulder. It's about to go all the way down, can't get no lower. Chasing my dreams, know that they get no slower. But if I stay running, I promise they getting closer. Moreover, success my older. And if you're sleeping on me, I'm waking them up like Folgers. I told you, coming from the land with the tide roll. Well, we'll be on a whole different vibe though. We like to ride slow and keep our windows tinted so you really can see us like Stevie Wonder waking up with his eyes closed. Yeah, got the kind of flow that rock the boat. On my 16s of pounds of dope. And if you figure you can hang with me on the mic, then grab some rope. Matter of fact, better grab some hope while you at it. We keep it live, it's time to tune in. Turn up the sound on what you're using. It goes so hard, I think it's bruising. The show is 2020, no need to zoom in. Yeah.
I was listening to, I can't remember who it was, but he was making the parallel that artists, martial artists, musicians, and comedians are the exact same soul, just who took different paths. Mm-hmm. Just like what I told you, they have to refine their craft. It's a discipline to every art.
Oh yeah, discipline.
And
I think that's what connects it all.
Yeah.
Discipline.
Yeah.
That it takes to actually fine tune and do what you got to do to actually make your or perfect your craft, whatever it is. It takes discipline.
And a lot of people, and it reflects in your work. You know what I'm saying? When I'm just now, and I've been doing this podcast in February, it'll be 2 years.
Okay.
The first thing I was worried about is, how can I get more people to look at it? How can I get more people to look at it? As time went by, I realized that I was stressing about the completely wrong thing. I was more concerned with volume versus quality.
Exactly. I think everybody has that problem at first. Because I was the same as that way with my music. It's like I want to get a lot of music and just put it out there so a lot of people could see it. Right. And then I realized, and I had to realize it quickly. And it took me actually going out performing my music and hearing it being performed and realizing this could have sounded a lot better recorded. Like now that I done heard it, I done heard it so many different ways. I done really got a vibe or a feel for this specific song. And I know how I record it. I know how it's gonna sound when people go listen to it. Like I could have did better. Like that the mixing could have been better. The mastering could have been better. I could have waited. The promoting of the song and everything, the visuals, everything could have been done a lot better. Or I could have actually took more time with a specific project. So like I said, I think that's a rookie learning curve. Whatever you do, it's just learning that it's definitely quality over quantity. No matter how much stuff you have, if it's piss poor, no one's gonna look at it.
Right.
No matter what.
Right. I was listening to, you listen to Battle Rap?
Yes.
I was listening to Loaded Lux the other day. He just released their interview. And they was asking him, hey, we know you, to those of you who don't know, there are two gods of battle rap that you, before you even mention their name, you got to get a certain amount of bodies under your belt. Bodies being, wins. Murder Mook.
Definitely.
And Loaded Lux.
Definitely.
I compare them, I'm a gamer. I compare them to the final bosses.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Of the rap game. If you got Akuma and Shin Akuma, that's that. No disrespect to Mook. I just feel like Lux is like smidge over.
I give it to Lux.
It's subjective, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's the personality that he has is more out there, more just a little bit more in your face than Murder. Murder gonna show you, when he spit. Loaded, anything he do when he in front of the camera, he gonna, it's him. He out there, he's more animated. That's what he's more animated.
I agree. Where Murder Mook is more direct and he said this. He's the villain every time he gets on the stage, and I appreciate that because you're not gonna. Any person he goes against, that person is the underdog. I don't care who it is, because his presence is so strong. So it's cool that he plays that lane. He plays. If you watch wrestling, he's the heel of the rap battle. But Lux was like, everything has to feel right for me to do something, and I paused it right there, and I had to think about that. What do you feel right?
Yeah, and I remember that. as an artist, I feel them, but me, I keep going.
Okay.
That's it, because I know I've had shows where I'm like, I really don't, you know. I'm not in the mood right now, but hopefully by the time I get on stage, you know, I done, you know, got some life in me, you know, go talk to myself, I done talk myself out of whatever kind of slump of bad feeling that I'm in. Because I know I done had plenty of show dates, you know, where my whole day has been bad. Everything did not go right. We even got there late, everything. But by the time we managed to get on stage, you know, hanging out with people, talking to the people in the crowd, talking to whoever invited us there, you know, different artists, you know, seeing what they was about and all that stuff, or seeing whoever went on before us, or if we were first, who was going to go after us. You know, the vibes change, and, you know, your mood change and all that. So that's why I said music is just so powerful. I'm glad that I have that release. So yeah, you know, but I do understand where he coming from. Lodo, he's like everything and I think at his level, that's why I understand it. Because I think once I get to a certain level, I'm not going to do anything until I feel like everything is right. Until I got to be at peace with everything. Everything has to be flowing. Everything has to be going on. I'm not doing it. If anything messes up, I'm not going to go, because it's going to throw everything off to me. And I think at that time, I can afford to, you know, say like, hey, or I have the power to say, hey, I'm not doing it. Right. Fuck with whoever. At this time, I know I don't have that power to say, yeah, I'm just not gonna do it, because it's gonna reflect bad on my resume as an artist, and you know that can down tier me. So, but I mean, like I said, that's loaded. Ain't nobody else say shit loaded.
Right, you gonna come back there. Right. I feel that, and you're right. I think after a certain point, you hit your resume speaks for itself. It's all about protecting your peace now, because it's a lot of BS in the industry, music in all forms. Things are becoming oversaturated. You got culture vultures. You got people undercutting other artists, and man, that brings me back to why I'm doing this. Is because I hear a lot, and I've seen where people say Mobile is just a bunch of crabs in a barrel, just everybody pulling down on each other. I was like, okay, I have experienced that firsthand, literally firsthand, felt it with the podcast thing. And I was like, okay, well, what can I do to fix it? Everybody's saying it, but nobody's proposing a solution.
Exactly.
So I'm like, I'm just going to talk to everybody. Get everybody's opinion out there, because some people won't even get in the same room and talk.
Yeah.
Because of something they heard or took something out of context. You know, everybody doesn't have the same communication levels. So what if I put myself as a buffer and just sit and talk with people, see how approachable people are, and just use that as a mechanism to bring everybody together? Because I feel like social media is like a tool and a weapon of destruction.
Exactly.
Because now
it's definitely
everything's so quick, you can just put it out there and it's out there.
It's definitely a double-sided blade. Definitely.
Right. And it's like it's a text message. You know how you could read a text message 11 different ways.
What you say? that is God's truth right there, man.
So
that's a good analogy right there,
man. So I feel like if we can get back to talking, feeling comfortable talking, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah.
So unified front.
I definitely tell my generation that. That's why people wonder why I don't like texting. That's one thing. I will text, but at the same time, I'm quick to like pick up my phone and call you.
It's easier.
It's a lot easier. A lot. Instead of just sitting there texting a whole paragraph that might take 5 minutes to type, I can literally say that in about a good 30 and save both of us time. And then I might, who knows, it might be a dire emergency. I might actually need you to actually, you know, hear this. This ain't no, I don't got the time to wait on you to actually see the text and stuff like that. But I definitely agree with especially the social media analogy. People, it can be used as a great weapon, but at the same time, it can be used to hold us down. As far as Mobile, as far as the crab in a bucket situation in Mobile, I used to feel like that, but at the same time, I see a change in the city. Actually, I can say I really was one of those people who didn't think Mobile was going to be doomed forever as far as when it came to music, because it just seemed like everyone had to go out to do something for the Mobile. But now, like I said, it's a couple dudes out there that's actually making a name for it. We actually have a great like little lineup of artists out there. We got Rodriguez, we got No Cap, we got Blue, you know, we got PZ, all them out there. We got all them out with Boosie. A lot of people bringing a little shine to the city, and I really think a lot more artists is going to start getting out there, even in different. It's going to be hip hop. It might be rock, pop. Just the city as a whole, as far as music, is finna. It's definitely finna make a bitch and stuff. And I think between 20 and 21 it's gonna be that one of those years where we just make a drastic leap in music. Like, might even get a festival back. I think it's really time that we get a festival back. It might, even if it ain't based, just bring a festival back. Because if anybody that really pays attention, the Coachella lineup just dropped. Oh my God, it is crazy. Like, if I could really just afford to say fuck it and just drop a stack on the VIP, it's worth it. That lineup is sick, bro. That lineup is sick. But if we can get anything like that, like, I remember Bassfest, we had people coming down here. People don't remember, like, I know when
Ludacris came and nobody knew who Ludacris was, bro.
We had Wiz. Like, we literally got Wiz at the right time. He was hot, but he wasn't golden just yet. But he was getting there. Yeah, we got Prince of the City with all fly time right at the. He hasn't even did what's the movie? Shit, with Snoop. Damn, why can't I think of this? It's the death.
It'll come back up.
Yeah, it'll come back. But yeah, he hadn't even did that movie yet. And I remember I'm still a big Wiz fan, but I was definitely a diehard Wiz fan then. And I got there, got close. I enjoyed my fucking self. That's that day I really realized music. This is it. This is powerful because I've never been this joyful, happy, just free as fuck. Like smoking. Like, I see a cop, he's not doing that damn thing. Everyone in here is open. Like, oh my God, I could I tell you that was nostalgic. If anything else, I really every time I hear a certain Wiz song, I go back to that night because that was great. Like. When and that's how you know when music does that and music does that to a lot of people. It does that to everyone, and that's what I want. That is my, I ain't gonna lie, that is my dream moment, to be at a stage on a festival and they hear literally thousands, sometimes millions of people singing your song word for word, and you ain't gotta say shit. Oh, I watch concerts now for other artists, but like, that has to be amazing.
Get that chill.
Yeah, you know, it's there now. Like, oh, all right, I can't wait for that. I gotta get that. And I ain't gonna lie, that's probably my ultimate goal. I'm working for that. As an artist, that is my ultimate goal. I want that feeling, just to feel like, yes, finally, it's mine. It's mine. Yeah, yes.
I feel that, brother. I go through life like that, dog. Like, trying to create that moment for the future, and I think that's why I'm embracing this year as hard as I am. I've been fucking with 2020 since I came up with the name of this podcast.
True.
I started this in 2018, and I was like, the way I got the name, I was like, we always look behind us, and I kept hearing that phrase, hindsight is 2020. You know, because you can see everything you did wrong with perfect vision. Right. What if you take that same concept and apply it to your future? 2020 podcast. Bam, let's do it. And I was like, damn,
that's deep.
What about the year 2020? What can I do now to set myself up for 2020 being that year for me? And I'm doing it, dog. Like, getting my foot in the door. Bro, I'm an introvert. I don't approach people. I don't talk to niggas. But it's brought me out my shell, though. You know what I'm saying? Feeling that feeling of talking with somebody. Like, for instance, TJ. TJ's an introvert as well. Very deep dude. Reached out to him to do the interview. And he just said, come on in. Came in, set up everything, and we just talked. I had a list of questions to ask him. And that was the first interview where I was like, you know what? This is so interesting. Fuck these questions.
Exactly. TJ is definitely that dude.
I'm just like, he's telling me everything I need to know about him and more. Why do I need the structure? And as I studied my craft, started refining my art of interviewing. People have certain bullet points, but they don't have full questions. I'm not going to restrict you. I used to do that. Yeah. Not anymore. So now 2020 is about expansion, bro.
Right.
Taking what I learned from before, that hindsight, everybody was talking about it, and I'm finna spread it all over Mobile and Mo. So
more power to it, man.
Hey, bro, I'm wishing y'all the best. I'm trying to use my platform to aid y'all. I'm like,
hey, I appreciate that, man.
The problem with the world is I feel like people feel like they have to be on top of that mountain, you know, that monument of greatness for Mobile. I don't have to be. Just let me be a rock.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Build on top of me.
And when everyone gets that mindset that literally it's room for everyone.
That's a big ass table.
Everyone to make it. It ain't got to be no one above top or the other. I mean, of course, it's competition in the game, but it ain't so much as to far to where it's like you have to beat. It's a difference between competition and beef. Just like it's football players and it's a sport. That's all it is, a sport. We different teams, we the same, we respect each other because we all do the same thing. This is our craft, this is our profession. We love it. So of course it's room for everyone to shine. If it wasn't room for everyone to shine, it will only be one team just dominant, two teams just playing each other every year. We just have to watch them for the rest of life. But it's room for everyone. That's why there's all kinds of doctors, there's all kinds of surgeons, there's all kinds of lawyers. I know hands down in government there are at least 20 to 40 lawyers alone. And I know there are not, well, there probably aren't that many cases. At the same time, I know only people know if you go down the street, they're going to name 2 or 3 or 4. The top majors are the ones they see on billboards. They don't even know these out here. That all this, like, what's the other one? Law, whatever. Law. When they just built all the stuff they did, they all on the buses and stuff.
True.
So, I mean, once everyone in the city gets that mindset that, hey, there's room for everyone to shine and show love to everyone, I mean, then everyone to make it that needs to make it. When the hard work, that is a clear point. Everyone that needs to make it, because you know, there's people out here who got talent, don't got the work. It's people who out here got work that don't got the talent, and you know, some of those people might shine harder than the people who actually got the talent. But it's all about what you go for and what you know. So if you're gonna work for it, it's gonna pay off. No matter how long it takes or how short the time frame, it's eventually gonna pay off.
All about grind.